Hello. Welcome everyone to JLABTV. I am JLAB and this is Football Manager 2022, the Master Rebuilder series. And what is the Master Rebuilder series as a whole? Well, we are going to be managing clubs all around Europe, but the main aim is to win a Champions League trophy with a side that has previously won it in the past. And given the number of nations that have won the Champions League or European Championships in the past, it's gonna be a bit of a challenge. We've only seen about 10 different nations win the Champions League. Spain, Italy, England, Germany, Netherlands, Portugal, France, Romania, Scotland, and Yugoslavia. Now, Yugoslavia, I'm going to consider it to be just Serbia because that's where the team that won it are now based in. So we've now got 10 different nations that I would like to take charge of in the future. And I've also got the nations around them. So I've got a rather big database, as I'm going to show you here and now. So, we have loaded up Switzerland, Austria, Belarus, Belgium, Bulgaria, Croatia, Czech Republic, Denmark, England, Finland, France, Germany, Greece, Hungary, Ireland, Latvia, Italy. This is a long list, so bear with me. Northern Ireland, the Netherlands, Norway, Poland, Portugal, Romania, Scotland, Serbia, Slovakia, Slovenia, Spain, Sweden, Turkey, Ukraine, and Wales. I've loaded all of the leagues in those nations, and every other country in the database is loaded up as view only. So we're going to have a big database, and I'm going to be managing in this save under one man's name. And he's a character that I've actually taken from one of my previous saves in this FM and recreated him as a manager. His name is Julian Frenger. Now, he's Liechtensteiner. That's the main thing that caught my attention that made me want to manage this guy. He's from Liechtenstein, and he's also got a French nationality because that was what he was actually given when I hired him as the recruitment analysis in my JLAB save in Czech Republic. Yeah, so I've tried to recreate him the best I possibly can, to the best of my ability, and I like to think I've got to as close as I could, given I've got a Sunday League footballer background and the Continental A license. I didn't want to go any higher than that, and I thought to myself, yeah, this guy has practically matched him to the best I can do. We are going to try and find a job, and there's a few rules to this save. 1. We cannot manage a team that has won their biggest trophy in the last 10 years. So, we cannot currently manage Chelsea, Bayern Munich, Liverpool, Real Madrid, Barcelona. Because they have won the Champions League in the last 10 seasons, and that is probably the biggest trophy of them all. There are also some other teams we can't manage, so let's go with that. Now, the only team in the Europa League that I cannot manage right now is Villarreal, because of the fact they've just won their biggest ever trophy in the Europa League. They've never won a domestic trophy in Spanish football, and I thought that's too big right now. So, we've got a big list of teams we can take over right now because, well, there's a lot of jobs available at the beginning of the save. So remember when I said I had a lot of nations loaded? I was not joking, but there's a few teams in this list that we cannot manage. So AEK Athens is one of the teams we cannot manage at the moment because they literally won top flight of Greece football 3 seasons ago. It's within the 10-year barrier, so they are not eligible to be managed. Another team I wish actually was part of this, and they only just missed out, is this team. So, forgive me, I'm just going to say Slask because I think that's how you say it. They won the top flight in Polish football in 2012, meaning they're just within the 10-year barrier mark of being a team I cannot manage, which is a bit of a shame, but it is what it is. Still, an opportunity we could potentially go for next year if they are without their manager again. They've also got a really huge stadium and really nice kits. I think Poland could be fun to manage in. So if I want to be realistic, I'd probably only manage a team that currently speaks German because it's Liechtenstein being so close, or Austria and Germany. And you'd probably say Switzerland would be the 3 nations we're going to go for right now as opportunities for nations we can really manage in. I don't see any of them right now available, but we'll see what happens and see if we actually can find a job regardless. I think because of the Continental A license, we might find an easier job, but I'm not going to go and just manage any old team. They've got to have just been in 10 years without a major trophy or without the biggest trophy. And if they're on the rise of the Football League, they are also not eligible. For example, we are looking at Atlaspor, and I'm just going to go through their records. They literally finished 5th in this division just a few years ago, their best position, so they are not eligible as a result. There are a few teams we can manage right now, and I think we're in a very good position to manage them, and they're looking like in Norway and Denmark, and that's exciting. The first of which is Sennes Youth. Now, because they're in a league below where their best finish was, they automatically qualify. So they're one of the teams we can manage, and they've got some decent facilities, and I like to think they've got some decent value, decent ability. They want to be getting to the playoffs of the second tier. I think we could do a good job. They're actually in second place right now, so really would be an opportunity for us to go for. So we're going to apply for the job, and we're going to see what happens. I've never managed in Norway to my knowledge either, so an opportunity there. They got okay finances, 17.75 wage budget per week, good training facilities. Let's look at that. So apply for the job. So the last team I actually want to talk about is Olympic Donetsk. Now, they've literally just been relegated from the top flight after finishing in 4th place just a few years before. So they're a team that have been in the biggest league, and I've just been relegated from it, so there could be a team that we could look into, but they're expected to be in 11th place, and only want to be keeping clear of the relegation zone, which tells me they've got some financial problems somewhere, and I'm a little concerned about that. I don't know what the problem is, but I'm going to apply for anyway, and I'm going to see what happens. So let's see if we get any job interviews, because that was the last thing I really wanted to look at and say, yeah, good, let's go with that. Okay, so immediately we have just been hit with a load of unsuccessful applications. They don't think we have the strength needed. The same with Siberia, Augsburg, Leyton Orient, Lodz, Sennes, and Kanamata. But we do have an job interview with Olympic Donetsk, so really says a lot that that's the only club that's willing to talk to me right now. But maybe, just maybe I could be okay. And I'm just asking, I'm open to talking to the board. Yeah, I think I am. I don't think I can really go anywhere but a board right now, right? Okay, so why do we get turned down for these teams? This was due to, well, lack of the strength of the other candidates, really, for anything else. This team, because of lack of experience, got in teams where from relegation. And then Augsburg and Leyton Orient, due to lack of experience, getting promoted, along with Lodz. And Sennes, And Kanamata just, yeah, telling me like I've not made the shortlist. But let's see what Olympic Donetsk will talk to us about. I actually don't know what to expect. This is really the one team I was not just expecting to talk to, because it was, you know, Ukraine. And they're pleased that I'm taking the time to talk to them. So let's actually, I need to remember to do something. So let's actually have the cursor in this. Yep. Hello. Anyway, yes, here we are. The board are pleased that you've taken the time to attend today. There were a few questions we'd like to ask to see if you're the manager we want to take the club forward. It's great to be here. Let's get started. It's actually the first job interview I've done in this FM22 so far. I've always just jumped in. How would you overcome the relatively big obstacle of not speaking the language? Well, I'm very adept at learning languages. I've got 2. I've got German and French. So it should be another string to my bow. We don't want to repeat our last manager, who we had to part company with earlier than expected. Are you going to be around for a while? I'm a sort of manager who wants to win now. I want short-term success, and I think I can make it happen here. As part of the recruitment process, we are willing to allow you to request changes to our background staff setup. What size budget would you be looking to make these changes? I don't need any budget, because I actually have no members of staff. I don't know what your member of staff is like, and quite frankly, I could be doing a load of things I don't want to do, so I do not want a budget. If you are a successful candidate, you will be expected to adhere to the club's visions for the future. We are interested to hear your comments if you have any. So they want me to sign players under the age of 23 for the first team. Okay, work within the wage budget, avoid relegation from the league, get to the first round, then establish a team in the league, then go top half finish. Okay, that's not bad, actually. They just want me to take my time right now, see what happens, and then hope for the best. So, good vision. Very exciting. we're aiming to avoid relegation. Is that something you think is attainable, or can you take us further? If given the job, I would be able to meet the expectations of avoiding relegation. I do not want to exceed expectations because, quite frankly, that would be unrealistic for me potentially to say that. A wage budget of 0. I'm not so sure about this job anymore. I'm gonna be honest with you. 0 wage budget. What on earth are you doing? We needed a slightly bigger budget than that. Come on, guys. Do you have anything you want to talk about? Do you have anything for us to consider? Should we decide to hire you? No. Apart from a bigger wage budget, we need a bigger wage budget, but I don't think that's an option here. So yeah, we're not good. That should do for the moment at least. Thank you for attending this interview. You'll be notified of this decision in due course. I'm not going to get the job. I don't even think I want the job, quite frankly. I just saw that wage budget and then cringed. Ugh. What are we doing? What is this? When did we become? When did this become a problem? We literally had a job that had no wage budget. What are you doing with your wage budget then? What are you doing? Are you that skint? Oh my god, this guy's actually pretty decent. I shouldn't laugh, but these guys are pretty good. Well, I now see why I didn't get the Siberia job. They just hired their new manager. Cool, good stuff. We'll be back in a bit, I think. I don't know how long it's going to take to get a new job. You know, it says a lot that there's no recommended jobs. So I wouldn't be able to get a job right now. And we're in 28th of June. This might take a while to get a job. And I didn't realize how much it would take time-wise. Even if there are quite a few insecure jobs. Probably need to wait for a German-speaking club to talk to us. And I didn't think that was the issue, but there we go. Yeah, I didn't get the Olympic Donetsk job because the wage budget thing, they refused to talk it and change it. And quite frankly, I think I missed a bullet with this one. Mostly because they were giving me no wage budget. Why would you give me no wage budget, you buffoons? So potentially a new opportunity for a job in Botlubin AF 1893. The manager just left them. They've previously won the top flight in 1946, so it's definitely a club that would be able to be rebuilt, and they're expected to finish in 3rd place. They've not started the season yet, and I don't know what the rules are for this league. What are the rules for this league, actually? So, top 6 promotion, and the top 2 get promoted. Okay, so that's interesting. Maybe we go for this job, even if it's just 1,400 seats in the stadium? Just because we're curious. They want to get a mid-table finish as well, so I'm actually curious. Should I go? I'm going to go for the job. Because why not? I've never managed this team, and I've never managed this low in Denmark before. And apparently, I got linked to the role immediately. Wow, okay, that's interesting. I didn't think the Julian Frenger would get linked to the role so quickly, but apparently we're good. I don't have a job. I'm just going to say, look, are we interested? Why not? I could have got the other club in Ukraine, but I was upset with the wage demands and the wage bills they offered me, so I'm just going to go and see what happens here. Oh, well, that's gone well. The fans just literally told me to bugger off. They don't even care. Well, yeah, we got turned down because of my lack of experience of leading teams to promotion. This may take a while. I really should not come back for these. I really shouldn't. So this team, Eskilstuna, won the top flight of Swedish football in 1921. It's literally been over 100 years since they last won the top flight. They're in 11th place right now, just above the relegation zone. Gotta be honest, that's with their 8th place. This is actually interesting to me. They're very semi-professional. This screams out, rebuild is necessary because they're former champions at the top flight, and then the 4th tier. Is it 4th tier or 2nd tier? I'm going to apply for either way, and I'm going to find out what tier this team actually is in. Hang on. Yeah, they're in the 4th tier. Never mind. I was actually right the first time. Good lord. And we're going to see what happens here. I swear, I did not mean to make this a Scandinavian save, but apparently it might turn into a Scandinavian save after all. Who knew? 2 hours in, we've finally got a second interview. It's only taken me 2 hours to get 2 interviews, and they're both in Scandinavia. Okay. Well, one of them's in Ukraine, actually. The other one is Scandinavia. But here we are. A former Swedish champion. This really would be an ideal team to take over for a master rebuilder thing. This would be a very ideal team to take over for the Master Rebuild, and they've been going on for a while. I'm in September now. I've been almost going through 2 months. I've been through 2 months. I've still not got a job yet. This has been how long I've been waiting for this. The board are pleased you've taken the time to attend today. There are a few questions we'd like to ask to see if you are the manager we want to take the club forward. Let's get started. Are you worried about not being able to speak the language? I feel I can get on well with other languages and could learn pretty quickly. Yeah, I think I could. You're up for a few jobs right now, it seems. Are you hedging your bets? Because I literally don't know if I'm going to get another job. I literally do not know. And I'm honestly looking to forge ahead my career by any means necessary. I'm going to be honest and say that. We want to ensure the dressing room atmosphere is much better than it was under our previous manager. Can you ensure us that there will be no problem were we to hire you? I don't have any worries, but I can't imagine it's the most important thing. I'll promise this. Mostly because I genuinely don't know how much I can say. We value longevity at this club, and recent history shows we're prepared to give the right manager a long term to get it right. Are you ready? Are you prepared to give us a long-term commitment? Yeah. I am. I'm looking focus on short term. I can't promise what happens after that, but I will work incredibly hard to make this team as good as it can be as soon as possible. To be honest with you, if I'm going to be completely blunt, this team won the top flight in 1921. I would like to be able to say I can get this team to the top flight, but I can't promise that. So I'm just going to say, short term, we need a manager who can work with limited resources. Is that you? I'll do the right thing with the club's money. Yeah, I can do it. Absolutely. I know how to work with small budgets. I've done that before. I've literally gone 15 years with no signs in another universe. Can you come in and get our disappointing season back on track? Especially 8th in 10th. Oh yeah, we could do that. They're not in relegation fight right now. Apart from maybe the 5 points. Yeah, all motivation. Let's get the job done. 100%. Would you be able to take charge straight away or at a later date? How long is... Okay, seriously, how long is there left of the season? I feel like I'm about to walk into something. I need to double check the rules. 28 games. Now at the end of the season. I've got no job. There's 10 games there. I think right now I should probably get into the job, honestly, when there's literally only 10 games left. Yeah, we have to start immediately. I can't wait. This is our long-term vision. A blueprint we would expect you to implement should you get the job. Your thoughts would be appreciated. Okay, so strive to make progress on and off the pitch, work within the raised budget, avoid relegation. I think, given that they're 5 points clear right now, that should be the absolute aim. And they continue staying in the division for the next 5. Okay, yeah, we can work with this. It shows they've got the right level of ambition. If hired, we expect you to avoid relegation. With us unable to consider keeping you in the role, should we be relegated? Do you think you can do better than that? I'm just going to set a fair target. A transfer budget of 2.09k is on offer should you get the job. What do you think of the proposed figure? Yeah, I think we can do that. There's no talking about the wages. What wages do we have? Is there anything you'd like to ask for ahead of potentially getting the job? No, nothing at all. That should do it for the moment at least. Thank you for attending this interview. You'll be notified of our decision at due course. Should I be concerned I wasn't told about the wage budget and I was given an option to take over after the season? Should I be concerned? I feel like I should be concerned. Well then, we've just got the offer and... Am I really being given a wage budget of 230 a week? How much are we paying? Hold. How much are they being paid? Players. Oh, they're all part-timers. That makes more sense. Well then, part-timers. Then 10th place. They are 5 points clear of the relegation playoffs, an extra 2 points clear of the relegation zone. They're former champions of the Sweden. Honestly, you know what? This feels like an interesting start to the career. I wasn't expecting it, but it's our first job, and £400 a week. That's fine. We're not going to get relegated, because if we get relegated, we're going to have issues unless we get promoted somehow. But yeah, honestly, not the best infrastructure, but the stadium's okay, and I'm going to take this job. I'm going to take this job. I didn't know I could take the job in Sweden for my first job, but hey, we are in charge of Eskilstuna. If I'm saying it wrong, I apologize here and now. And here we are. Julian Frenger is in charge of IFK Eskilstuna. The first ever time our Liechtensteiner manager is going to take charge of a team. It's interesting. So I'm just happy with the fact that we're going to be doing something productive here. So the Liechtensteiner football messenger has actually broken this, which says a lot that someone from Liechtenstein is actually taking note of the fact that someone from Liechtenstein is in charge of a Swedish club now. And this is fun. This could be really fun. I literally do not know what's going to happen. I mean, the fact that only trophy is the top flight in Swedish football in 1921 makes this all the more fascinating to me. I'm just really happy that all the players we've got are on part-time contracts, and we don't have to worry about a single thing here. Oh boy. Okay, so first time ever, they are expecting to... That's not important right now. Okay, so avoid relegation. We're always going to do that. Tactics. So they want me to go route 1 with a 4-4-1-1. Direct counter-attack, a 4-3-3. We can work with a 4-3-3. And park the bus, a 4-1-4-1. We're going to go for the tactic that we really worked on before now. So, yeah. Let's go inverted tiki-taka and then do this. And then I'm going to go quick pick, everyone. So I'm looking at this and I realise we've got some interesting players. We don't have another winger apparently in the right side. Or at least someone who's good in that side. Do we have anyone that's good there? So let's sort that out. Rennie is better. He is good for the division. He's also 31. He's only a decent player. How much do we have wage budget? Why is our goalkeeper so bad as well? Is he literally our only goalkeeper? Peter Bjorngman. He's terrible. Can we go for transfers right now? We've got £5 left in the wage budget. This could be more of a chance than I was expecting. Okay. We've got 10 games left of the league campaign. We're in a strong position to avoid relegation. They actually got a positive goal difference of all things. And I generally had not realised the mess I was getting myself into. But hey, we're not going to take a Motala, right? They've beaten us once. We've got to take out the top team still. But that's awkward. I thought we'd be fine. But no, we're in this division. We're taking on... we are the manager of the former Swedish champions. And we're going to have to work on a few things. Oh, we do have some young players, though. And that's nice. Owen Spearings could be very good. He's very consistent. He's a good player for the local division. But he has got a lot of consistency. He's just injury prone. And he has a really questionable first touch. I think after trying to search for a job for 2.5 hours, probably shouldn't have gone for the first job I got offered. But hey, I'm just happy we got an offer, honestly. And we got an opportunity. And he literally just came in the youth intake. So... yeah, this makes sense. This could have been better. I just realized I might also have made a mistake having some leagues open because it lags to get in the home screen. Okay, so apparently we've got the 4th best attack but the 5th worst defense. So it tells me that something's going right, but at the same time it's going wrong. We won 5-0 the first game of the year. I think that would help with the attacking problem, but then we went on this horrid run of form here where we just won 1 in 10, which I think is why the manager got sacked. And our first game is this game. We're literally in an international break, so it literally could not come at a better time. So our best players are these. Jacob Lakel is really good apparently. He's 20 years of age. He's good enough for the division above. He's just inconsistent, so it tells me that we've got a good midfield here. And then we've also got a good striker in Emil Fitzel. Target forward, 6'4". He's a man for that sort of thing. Pressing forward on attack, maybe. I'm going to go with the tactic that worked for me at Shadawa, because I like to think we can work with that still. It's good. He dreads big matches, though. We're not in any big matches, right? He's lean player for his division. He's been paid £8 a week I can suddenly see why they weren't giving me a lot of money now. Gonna be honest. The fact you've only got 6 goals as well is a little concerning, but again, I guess I shouldn't be too shocked. Career stats. He's also got 36 goals in 42 appearances for this team. Wow, that season was immense for him. Okay. Can we get more of this season, please? And more this season than any other season. Who's this team? They're also in this division. But in a different version. No. They're actually in the same division as this team. So that's a fierce rival of ours, I think, isn't it? It looks like it. Hang on. Info. Yep. It's the Eskilstuna City Derby. Alright, the Eskilstuna Derby. Cool. Sweet. We got that to go for. Oh, it's not a fierce rival apparently. It's just a derby. Cool. Either way though, I'm going to end this here. I hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves. I hope you guys will like and share this video, and let me know if you're excited for our new challenge, our new season. We will be moving clubs in the save, so do not worry about us being stuck in one place for the entire time. If I'm with this team for more than a few years, and that's impressive myself, but I probably will be looking at other jobs and moving on regardless. I just want to get my foot in the door. And Sweden, I don't think I've ever managed in, so it'll be fun to see what happens the next day. If I though, and until next time, goodbye, and well, good night.